Imagine a machine able to power a house, a business, or even an entire town without needing fuel, solar panels, or wind turbines. A machine not created in Silicon Valley or in Europe, but in the heart of Africa. For years, people doubted whether it even existed. But today, that very invention has crossed the Atlantic Ocean, arriving in the United States and already creating waves of discussion. This is the story of Maxwell Chikumbutso's self-powering generator and how its arrival in America is forcing experts to question everything they thought they knew about energy. On July 28, 2024, when the cargo doors opened at John F. Kennedy Airport in New York, a small group of engineers and journalists waited eagerly. Many believed they were about to see nothing more than a myth. Inside protective casing sat the self-powered generator from Africa touching American ground for the first time. At first glance, the machine did not look too different from any modern equipment. It had a polished metal shell, a few digital panels, and it emitted a low hum as if it were alive. But those who knew what it could do understood immediately. This was not just a device. It was a statement. Only a few days later, the generator was moved to a private research facility in Washington, D.C. The hall was crowded with government officials, energy experts, and observers. Some came to watch history unfold, while others arrived hoping to expose it as a hoax. Maxwell was not yet in the United States, still on his way, but his team of African engineers stood proudly beside the invention. A technician connected the generator to a line of lights and household appliances. No fuel, no external wires, nothing but the machine itself. The switch was flipped. Instantly, the lights blazed, the fans spun, computers started up, and heaters clicked on. The machine kept humming steadily as though it could continue forever. A deep silence spread through the room. Then whispers. One American scientist muttered under his breath, "This challenges everything we've ever believed about energy." News of the event spread at lightning speed. Within hours, social media platforms were filled with posts and headlines appeared across the internet. African generator running without fuel stuns U.S. engineers. The invention that could end America's energy crisis. Does Africa hold the key to free power? Oil industry lobbyists raised eyebrows. Renewable energy firms felt threatened. Even defense agencies sent quiet representatives to learn more. Questions piled up quickly. How was it possible? Could it be scaled up? And what would happen to the trillion-dollar energy sector if it proved real? Behind the scenes, discussions began almost immediately. Some American corporations wanted to license the invention. Others aimed to buy it outright. Skeptics demanded thorough investigations, claiming it was impossible and must be an illusion. But what none of them realized was that Maxwell himself was preparing to land in the U.S. He was not coming to sell the generator, but to show the world what Africa was capable of. 2 days later, all cameras pointed toward Washington Dulles Airport. Maxwell Chikumbutso stepped off the plane calmly, surrounded by his small team. For years, people had dismissed his inventions as impossible. Now standing in the most powerful nation on Earth, he walked straight into the storm. Reporters rushed toward him, microphones stretched out, cameras flashing. "Maxwell, how does it really work?" shouted one. "Is this perpetual motion?" asked another. "Are you selling this technology to America?" Maxwell smiled softly and replied, "This is not about selling. This is about freedom. Energy should never be a privilege. It must be a right." His words rolled like thunder through the crowd. In the days that followed, Maxwell became a sensation. He gave interviews, granted rare one-on-one meetings, and met with top government officials. But beneath the surface, a battle was raging. Should the United States embrace this African invention or try to contain it? And what role would China play in this high-stakes game? The answers were hidden behind closed doors where decisions could change the course of history. Stay tuned for Part 2, where the stakes rise even higher. Will America welcome this life-changing technology or seek to control it? The battle lines are being drawn, and soon the entire world will feel the impact.